Hi everyone! The UUV library uses the cypress execution engine. To do this, we run the UUV script. Now let's choose the E2E test module. Let's choose a browser, here Google Chrome. We are in the Cypress ecosystem, pointing to a weather application. Let's look at the Cucumber feature file. The first scenario will check that the home page contains a title and a button from an iPhone 6. So we position the viewing window. We navigate to the demo application. We check that we have a title called Weather App and a button called Dameray. Let's run the test to see the behavior of Cypress. The test is successful. So we have found the title Weather App highlighted on the right. With Find by Title, we can see that UUV makes a search by the accessible role of the title, which is heading. To verify this, let's change the accessible role of the heading to button. The test should now fail. As expected, the test waits until the timeout is exceeded before failing. The second test is a little longer. It will perform live tests on the detail page. Let's run the test to see in detail what it does. We focus on the Dameray button to be able to click on it. For that, the Cucumber sentence makes a search by accessible role button. Now we remove the focus to point to the general DOM and continue our checks. We check for the presence of a filter button that is highlighted on the right. We check that the Filter Not Exist button is not present. We check that Tunis is present in the list by monitoring the GUI. The last scenario will check that there are no vulnerabilities on the accessibility with Axe Core. No accessibility vulnerabilities are present. We will create accessibility issues on our application. We remove the alt of the image. The test fails with 3 vulnerabilities. The first one concerns the detection of incompatibility between the role and the H1 tag. The second one about the missing alt in the image, and the last one about the title too. Let's now look at the details of the errors with the DevTools. With the console, we have a link to the access rules to help us correct. Now let's add a test on a tab called Home at the top of the application. We should then see a link named Home. The tests are successful. Now let's check if the test can crash by removing the capital letter from home-home. And now the test fails. We find the accessible role link, but not the accessible name Home. We can now integrate accessibility at the development stage. With UUV, let's be proactive rather than reactive.